day 58 or 59. Oh, I have a doubt. I think 50. Oh, I'm not sure. I'll check it out later. I mean, honestly, I don't know about you, whoever is watching, but the energies are just insane. I spoke to two of my friends today and everybody's completely freaking out. So I don't know about you, but I'm definitely feeling it too. But what I've been thinking a lot about between last night and now is that I had a conversation with an old friend yesterday who said something to me so lovely, so kind, so like generous, which was very, it was so normal and natural as well. He just kind of, I was telling him some of the things that I'm doing, and he said something to the extent that, I never had a doubt in my mind that whatever you set your mind on, you're going to get it done. Like you'll accomplish whatever you want. And he was like, I'm surprised that you're not sort of feeling it. And of course, I know that the way it feels to be me from the inside and the way it all looks from the outside is very different. But here it wasn't about the way it looked. Here he was really talking about, he knows me since I was in my 20s, and it was just so wonderful for me to hear that. And then, I started obviously analyzing and fixating on the fact that he gave me this kind of validation, and how, I wish that I was getting it more often, or maybe surrounded by people who can validate me like this. And then I reminded myself that I'm actually validated often, right? I am validated by my readers and followers and, all the people who listen to me and read my articles all the time, actually. That's not the problem. What seems to be missing is that, and this is where I, asked myself as I was exploring in my journal this morning, can I be the one for myself who says, I have no doubt that whatever you set your mind on, you will achieve? I think ultimately this is it. And this is, of course, everything that I talk about and write about, and I know it to be true. I know it in my body to be true, and I know that because for as long as we expect these words to come from outside, even when they do come from outside, it's not enough. It's not enough because it has to resonate with what's within. So when I imagined that me sitting with my inner child and me saying, oh my God, I know you can do anything you want to do. It's so rare. It's rare. And I've gone through so many layers of, really healing my relationship with myself and really being the parent that my parents couldn't be to me, that sort of unconditional love. I really, really have worked for years to do that. And still, when this person said that yesterday, it was so important. It was so important. I wanted to grab onto it. I wanted to hear it every day. And I can hear it every day. I can say it to myself every day. And that's what I need to start doing, I forget. I've proven to myself time and time again that I am a crazy, achiever, and I can do anything I set my mind on. I've done things that I was afraid of just years ago. I've done things that it was difficult to imagine that I ever could. I was so limited and scared and faced so much, inner barriers and limitations. So I know that about myself, and yet I forget. So it was really incredible because this morning I understood that, people can say that to me from outside many, many times. It won't have the effect until I say it to myself and I believe it. So this is a big one. This is everything that I teach. This is everything that I've been doing with myself for years. Just another reminder that we can receive it all from outside, but it won't have the same effect. Ultimately, it's me and me. Always. Just like you and you. And yes, it does help to be surrounded by people who see greatness in us and who can help us build ourselves up until our muscle to do that is still not strong enough. Like, that's why I've been working with coaches as well, and I try to surround myself with people who can prop me up when I cannot, and when I feel unable to, or when I'm going through a rough moment. And this is where I feel that we always, relationships are laboratories for growth, and we need other people for this kind of healthy reminder, right? Healthy reminder of who we are and what we're capable of. That's what, people who can pick us up and prop us up. Except that, we only want to get these kinds of validations from our romantic relationships. And I immediately started thinking all the times that my husband wasn't able to do that for me, and when I needed it, And I'm realizing more and more that we need a lot of different people. We need to be in relationships with a lot of different people, so that our romantic partners, if they cannot satisfy all of our needs, there'll be other people who can satisfy those needs. And anyway, that's a whole other subject, but our relationship with ourselves is the foundation to all other relationships. If I can learn to give this kind of validation to myself, then I will be less hungry, less needy, less grabby for it from other people. And once again, there is nothing wrong with needs, and there is nothing wrong with needing. But I think that we cut ourselves short if we think and expect this to only come from outside, because it's when we're able to give it to ourselves, then whatever we get from others, it's just like a cherry on top. It's really wonderful. It's super pleasant, but it's not what keeps us alive, or motivated. Yeah, so I wanted to share this today. See you tomorrow.